Hey, what is up guys, this is Jamie from Model Kit Central, and today I'm going to be doing another model kit unboxing video. As you can see, I have the Super Robot Wars Original Generations Alteisen Riese. Now, I had no idea that Kotobukiya had made this into a model kit. I'd only recently found out because I did enough research, but unfortunately, I was not able to find it, not for a long while. I was basically looking everywhere for it, and every single place that I looked, they were selling it for over $50. It was like $60, and that didn't even include shipping. And I was like, no, that's not happening. Like, I am not paying, like, what, $60 and then having to pay extra for the shipping as well. Like, that's just ridiculous, especially for a 10144 kit. So, luckily enough, I went on to HLJ, which is one of my model kit providers, and I just went there, saw it on there for 3,840 yen, and I picked it up with shipping for 5,200 yen. So, in a way, I didn't pay as much. In Great British pounds, I paid about £30, I think. It's about 30. I think it was £29 something, which is not bad, because again, this kit normally retails for about £40 to £45, which is really ridiculous. For a 1/144 scale, it is really ridiculous. But then again, it is a pretty big box, so I kind of expected it to be that, but I picked it up relatively cheap, so I'm not complaining at all. And I really like the Riese. Ever since he made his appearance in the Inspectors, and just in the video games in general, I fell in love with the design, and I just had to have it in model kit form. So here he is. So without further ado, let's get on with the unboxing. So let's take a look at the box real quick before we get into the contents. So as you can see, we have a very nice illustration of the Alteisen Riese ready to strike you with his revolver stake. And then obviously we've got the name at the top, the Alteisen Riese, which I believe is Scrap Iron Giant, if I recall. That's actually what he's called in German. I'm not too sure. I know Riese is giants, that's all I know, and then I believe Alteisen is actually scrap iron, or I don't know, I read it up earlier. So, yeah. And it is from the Super Robot Wars Original Generations series. You've got the Original Generations logo right here. Copyright of SRWOG Project. You got the sticker over here as authentication that this is authentic and that it is not fake. And it is a part of the Super Robot Wars line. And then, if I tilt the camera down just a little, you can see that it's a part of the SRG-S line, and it is the 23rd model in the line. So this is actually a kit that came later than the Wise Ritter that I just did the unboxing on. And then of course you've got 1/144 scale full action plastic kit down here, PTX-003C-SP1, which I believe SP1 actually stands for special, I think. So it's a special unit in that respect. And then you've got Kotobukiya's logo down here. So that's pretty much the front cover of the box. So let's take a look at the sides real quick. So as you can see, it's a very, very thick box. It's crazy thick. And then you've just got some like poses that the kit can pull off, some action features, showing you the revolver stake in detail on his arm. He can open his claymore launchers, which I think is really cool, and you can flip the wings out as well on the side. And then there's the kit unpainted, so you can see that there's very little difference with the actual painted model and the non-painted. So there's very little detail that needs to be done. I know that there are a few bits that do need paint, however, it's very little. It's a hell of a lot better than half of Bandai's kits that they've ever released, because this guy doesn't have stickers and requires a very minimal paint compared to some of their high grades which require a lot of paint and come with a lot of stickers. And then on this side you can see here that it just has some information talking about the Alteisen Riese, I believe. Then on this side of the box, we have all the guff that we had at the front of the box, so it's pretty standard really. And then on this side, you've just got other models that you can pick up from this line. So you have the R2 powered, the Wild Raptor, I believe, the Wild Wurger, the what is it, R blade, and then you've also got the Daizenga with the Olsen Saiter in its horse form, and then you've got this kit here which is the Alteisen Riese, and then you've got copyright and warning hazards and such. On this side, it is for ages over 14 years, so anyone who is lower than that cannot own this kit because, you know, obviously there's a lot of sharp points and stuff, and of course with like Kotobukiya they don't put safety knobs or anything like Bandai do. And then you've got some Kotobukiya contact information and such, and where they are, where they're based, and then you got the barcode, more barcodes. And this kit is KP42 for the item number, and it retails for 4,800 yen. So, kind of expensive for a 1/144 scale kit, but I can forgive it because there are so many parts involved with this kit, and there's just so much detail, you just can't say no to it. So, without further ado, let's get into the contents of this kit. So, parts that we get in the first bag is 2 runners, and wow, we have got some massive parts. Most of these will probably be for the shoulders and the arm sections, from what I can tell. And then on the other side it's pretty much the same, with some parts for the legs, some parts of the head as well, from what I can tell, because I can see the rear horns and then the actual main horn for the Riese right there, which is looking very good. And then some parts for the arms. So yeah, there is some pretty massive parts here, and some very sharp parts as well from the looks of it. Then the next tree we have, well, next tree, I say next bag, we've got some black parts. So these are mostly for the black details, some joint parts as well, so that's no surprise. Parts for the insides of the claymore launchers, so you can see that there. And I think the other tree, the other runner inside this bag is also identical to the other one, so that's no surprise. There's a lot of little minuscule parts, as you can tell, very small parts. For a 1/144 scale, it's crazy. Like, they focus more on detail than construction, really, putting it that way. Then we've got another bag which has mostly red runners, which is consistent of wings, armor panels and such. And the other side is pretty much just identical. Some more sharp, thin, small parts here. So you can see that there. Then we got another bag of black runners here. So for some more black detailings and some parts for the joints and such. So you can see that there. Then we've got another bag which contains one white runner and one black runner, and this does come with a painted part for the eyes of the Alteisen. And then we've got parts for like the back skirts, parts for the revolving stake, and then we've also got some black parts for some more joint parts, manipulators and such. All there, and detailings of course, because this kit is heavy on detail. Then we've got another bag of black runners, which is just more joint parts. So there's loads of joints to this, loads and loads of joints. Then we've got a bag of white runners. So most of this is probably for the side skirts and parts for like the legs, and some of the parts for the arms and such as well, because of course the claymore launchers have white panels on them as well. Then we've got a bag of yellow runners, and then we've got a grey and a silver runner. So with the grey, we've got some parts for the revolving stake arm, I think, or this is probably for the other arm with the Gatling gun. And then we've got the revolving stake back there, which is actually molded in silver plastic. And then we've got yellow parts for most of the thruster parts, and some extra detailing bits So you can see how minuscule these parts actually are. And then we have two more bags. We have a bag of polycaps, pretty standard for a 1/144 scale. There's a lot of them. There is two runners of them. And then the last bag of runners rather, is the yellow runner. Yet again, two yellow runners. And as you can see, there are some painted parts here, so you don't have to do that detail yourself. So most of this is for like the major detailings for the thrusters and stuff, and just some extra yellow parts around the body. So yeah, as you can see, very, very small parts. And that is pretty much it for the Alteisen Riese's parts. Well, for the runners anyway. Here's the manual, pretty standard, looks very familiar. We've seen it with the Alteisen and the Wise Ritter. They all retain the same kind of design, so you know, of course it sticks to the same format where you've got the picture of the painted model on the front, and then just some details telling you what model it is, and who made it, and what part and what line it's a part of. And then once you open it up, you get the color splash page straight away. You get the character profile. You get some line art of the Alteisen Riese, and then you actually get a color shot from the anime and the game. And then of course at the top you've got a pose that this kit can pull off, which is looking very cool. Of course it's photoshopped, that's clear. And then on the side here we've got the color, it's paint guide. What am I saying? Oh. And then of course the construction's pretty simple. Folds out like a normal high-grade instruction manual, but there's a lot more to it. So as you can see, there is a lot of small parts to put together. And then of course on the back you've just got the same thing that the Wise Ritter had. If I can close the manual properly, that'd be good. As you can see, there are some details regarding the thrusters on the back. It's just talking about the different features of this kit and the weapons and such, I think, as well. So it talks about the claymore launchers. It also talks about the revolving stake. Also gives you a close-up shot of the revolving stake as well, and then the Gatling gun launcher on the other side. And then pretty much down here you just have a frontal shot and a rear shot of the actual model, and then you get a shot of the kit with all of its panels opened up, so with all the wings and the thrusters and all that lot opened up, and it is looking very, very, very nice. I really like the look of the Alteisen Riese. But anyways, that is about it for this unboxing video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Eventually I will build this kit, and I will do a review on it for you guys, because I'm pretty sure there are a few fans of this specific design. I know I'm a huge fan of this design. I really love the way the Riese looks. I've loved it ever since it appeared in the anime, so clearly, you know, it's been some time, and the fact that I have this kit now makes me very happy, and the fact that I picked it up for a very, very, very good price makes me very happy as well, considering the fact that this kit is normally worth a lot more. So anyways, that is about it, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and hopefully I'll get a review of this guy up soon, so keep your eyes open for that. So that's about it, and I will see you guys in the next video. So this is Jamie from Model Kit Central, signing out.